Carry on, carry on. Question is it all working correctly? Question is... Yeah, it is. That's going to echo a couple of times now, but anyway, as we were. So, yeah, I'm just going to game dev. Basically what I want to do is make a zone-to-zone camera pan, because at the minute the camera's just static, and I don't want to move the camera player-wise. Like I want the player to get within a zone region, and the camera will pan over to the actual player itself. So like the player's constantly in the view. So there's only one camera, which is going to be easy. We just have to set up the zones. So if you enter a zone, the camera will pan to that zone, which shouldn't be too difficult, I suppose, he says. I mean, all we need to do is get an alert going. A couple of triggers, I suppose. If you're wondering what this guy is, I'm doing a vlog about it, a devlog about it. It's a YouTube game that I started making like a couple of days ago. But this is a game that I'm actually going to finish, so it's only going to be a small little thing, because I've actually never finished a game before. So this is going to be a game that I'm actually finishing. It's just going to be a little game. This is basically a demon-looking guy, and eventually he's going to turn into like this angel type of thing. You've got to collect stuff. I don't know what you've got to collect yet, but you've got to collect something. And then you'll eventually turn into a happy angel type thing. So at the minute you're a demon, but you'll eventually turn into an angel. This is not wheels or anything like that. It's like an orb type thing. I just haven't really messed about with the post-processing as much with it. I mean, you can if you really want. If I go to HDR and just turn... It doesn't seem to be glowing. Why is that then? Is that because it's... Why is my glow not working? Glow unit, HDR. Is that because it's not white? I reckon that's because it's not white. Just pull that open in Photoshop. Open recent demon orb. Might be because it's not white. So if I turn that back to white, will that colour overlay? White, okay. Save as. Find my documents. Game. No, that's Far Cry. YouTube, assets, player, materials. I think I saved it as a JPG. Maybe a PNG. There we go. Orb glow. Okay, go back into Photoshop. Go out of Photoshop, sorry. Why is that not glowing? Curious. I want pixelated as well. I kind of want it to look like that all the time. So as opposed to it being like smooth and stuff, I kind of want it to look pixelated like that. So I'm going to have to mess about with post-processing and stuff like that, just because that's how I want it to look. I want it to look really pixelated and like jagged and shit. Pardon my French. Okay, so showing project. I'm missing something here. Why is that not glowing? That should glow like intense. Oh, hang on. Delete that, I don't need that. Boom, 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 boom. Emissions. Why is that doing that? Renderer. Anti-aliasing. None. I want it to render shadows. What is going on? Projection. Am I missing something here? Oh, I've got... Is that because of the... Oh, hang on a minute. Invert, modify, expand. Do it by 6 pixels. Bum, 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 bum. Is that because they're small? Ooh, what's happened there? There we go. And invert, modify, expand by 6. B. Save that as the PNG it was in my documents, games, YouTube game, assets, player, material, donk, do. Well, it's got a little bit brighter. I don't get why it's not bright though. Modify, expand by... Let's do it by 10 this time. And then just colour that in. Save, PNG, boom, 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 boom. There's an easy way of doing this, I know it. Okay, bob. I need to save the PSD in the documents folder. Bop, that's Far Cry, grow up. Assets, materials, boom, bop. Go back in. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that full one now. Materials. So that's in there, cool. Right, where's the actual... What? Oh, hang on. That's why. Oh, boom, bop, boom. Oh, it's up and wrong one. Hang on a minute. Documents, game engine. Phone's gonna die. Crazy. Assets, player, materials. Materials. Yes. Okay. Bugger. Boom, boom. Right. So that needs saving like that. There we go. Right, that's saving. Demon Orb glow. Boom. Right, that should sort that out. So now, if I turn that up... Yeah, but it's not glowing as much. I don't know why it's not glowing. Like, it should be like... Like, you see how it's just like a little bit glowing? It should be like a lot glowing. Right, anyway. Modify, expand. We did it 6, so we need to do it 16. Yes. Then delete. Do. Swear it looked better yesterday. Swear it did. Let me just open this up. It did. Bad decision making. See how bright that was going?
Oh mate, objective complete.
Right. So something's not going on. Something's not rendering properly or something like that. Why though? Because that's on full knacker now. That was only on 4. It's not even glowing. Global. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of looks a bit more lava-y now. I want it to be a bit orange though. I don't want it to be full. That looks a bit better. Right, going back to what we was actually talking about a minute ago. Yeah, we need to... There's something not right. There's something definitely not right with it. Why am I making presets? This... I'm out of my depth here. Right, yeah. Right. Global volume. Yeah, I'm out of my depth here. I'm messing with shit that I don't actually know what goes on. Like obviously bloom's part of it. But like it's like the emission map stopped working. Emissions. Couldn't tell you. The main texture, main emissions. I think I don't know. It was working yesterday, so I'm gonna guess it's something. I don't know, but I kind of like that anyway. Like the red and the orange, it kind of makes it look a bit more lava-ish, as opposed to it just being a static red glow. So we'll leave that as it is. That begs the question, will anything else glow if I make it? Which it did. Just has to be a bit bigger. Curiouser and curiouser. Anyway, I kind of want it to be... Actually thinking about it. If it's an orb, it needs to be a bit... It needs to be a little bit more see-through. So, how do we make it see-through? Is there a precision inherit, single half, exposed? I wonder if I can... Jesus, that's a big jump. How is 100 to 99 that much? That's a... What is going on with my... Right. Duplicate into a new one. Is my computer just not working today? What? Screw it, we'll try that anyway. Go back. Demon Orb copy. Okay. It's PNG now. Materials. Why have I got materials in a got materials folder in a materials folder? Getting rid of that. Let's do midden. Don't have Demon Orb. I've got so many of the same materials as well. Why is the materials within material? Get rid of that. Scaly roller, because that's for there, so that's that. Assets. God, right. Materials. Get rid of that. So that was the original material. Groovy. That can go. Don't know why that's there. That's that material. Right. My God. Create material. Demon body underscore texture. I spelled texture wrong. Some texture, right? And then that's the base map. Need to get onto there. Put the base map on there. Turn the smoothness down so it's flat. Right, so that's that one sorted. Demon Orb can go away. We don't need it. Assets, shader. We've got the shader there, so we just need this, which can be a PNG, which will make it see-through. That's camera roll, documents, game, YouTube game, assets. I need it in assets. No, I need it in this assets. I don't want to be a Demon Orb copy. It wants to be the real thing. Save. Okay. Go back in. That should be in there. No? Am I missing? What am I doing? There we go. That goes in there. Still not see-through. Right. All that for now. Is there something I can put in here? There is. It's the HDR. Need to mess about with the HDR. Ooh, that's bright. See, that's what it needs to look like. Too bright. Kind of like the green. But then again, the green don't actually do anything. Turn that down. How would one go about making a texture see-through? So what am I doing it in? I'm doing it in a node art. No, I'm not. I'm doing it in a shader. So shader graph. Transparent. Ooh, there we go. That's not got a settings. Does that one have settings? Graph settings? Ooh. Why has it just done that then? Blend. I'm not using PBR. See, everyone's using PBRs. So, can I go on that one? Graphic settings, opaque, transparent? No? Oh, that one. That's transparent as well. That was already alpha though. Why has that just turned white? That one's opaque. That one's opaque. If anyone wants to help. Someone's liked it. Ooh. Hang on. I think I might have found something. So if I just put you over there and you over there. Colour. Wait, does that mean that one's gonna go? Oh my god, I don't know. I am confused. Wait, where have they gone? Why is it missing? Oh, hang on. Why is that still working if my head's gonna blow off? Oh my god. Okay. What did he say? Properties, color, emissions, main text. Wait, can I make one of those? I don't want to make one of those. Okay. Okay. We're a bit stuck here. Okay. I'm getting a little confused, okay? But that doesn't matter, okay? We're gonna do it. I meant to be doing fucking camera pan zones and I'm ending up doing shader graphs. What's going on? Oh, I just want some halt. Wow, that's bright. See how like OPs that is? So you see how bright that is? That's how bright it should be when I add the demon orb in. But it doesn't. Boop. And it just goes nice and that's bright enough. That's bright enough. Oh. Just need transparency. Okay. Legacy shade, transparent. Let's go diffuse. So why are you not working then? Does legacy shader not work with universal render pipeline? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? Can we not bang an emissions map on there? We can. And then assets main orb on there. We can. That's that one. That can go. Ooh, Nelly. Wait, so that means we don't actually need. I'm getting more curious by the minute. Them emission maps work better than glow units. Hang on a minute. That still works. So you're telling me I'm it? My brain is hurting. Wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. I am just clicking. Oh! Yes, receive my shadows, boy. Where? Have I done it? I've done it. Let me just wheel around. Oh, it's done it. Look, I'm bloody fast. Whoa, rapido. Cool. Enjoying that. That means I can just use simple lit now, which is so much better. I don't need to use shader graphs. Oh my god, that's gonna make my life so much easier. Oh, you don't even know. So if I get rid of these emissions, holy shit! Drop you down. Oh, it just looks like a. I need to get that jump sorted as well. There's a bug with jump. It's like he's not grounded. Come on. Ooh. Right, so that works. Bloody hell. God damn. Ooh, don't look at that. Started stream less than a minute ago. Feel like that's not updating. Anyway. Right, what we saying? What we saying? So I need to just put the emission map back in. Boom. Yep. Boom. And then... So it is in there. It's just... Right, I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool if you ask me. If I go to floor, click the materials on that, make the floor a little brighter. Damn, not that bright. It kind of looks like, yeah, that's so much better. I'm happy with that. See, now it just looks like he's like he's rolling on an orb, as opposed to it being like an actual solid object. Right, I'm happy with that. Right, that took some time. Oh, ow. Right. Now we need to sort out the zones. Right, I'm happy with that. Player, floor. Don't know why the floor's just turned blue. Okay, cool. Misked textures. That's download meant to be floor now. I don't need that anymore. I actually don't need them misked textures anymore. That one can go. That one can go. That one can go. Floor can go in misked textures because it's the floor. Whoa, that's a terrible colour. It needs to be unlit. No. Render pipeline. Unlit. Cool. Now let's just change that colour back because that hurts eyes. Right, we've got floor now. Oh, you're joking. Bob. Baby Yoda, thanks for the MLASPI tutorials. I make multiplayer in my game. No worries, buddy. Wait, Baby Yoda? You mean... Ooh. You mean that Baby Yoda? I wish I could sit him there. If he could just stay there. But he's like kind of in my view, so... I'll keep him there for now, screw it. I need to paint him, actually. He needs painting. Keeps leaking as well, thinking about it. No, stop it. I'm going off on a tangent. I need to get these areas done. Alright, so environment is technically environment. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to start the camera from... back here. Right, and then we need empty game objects, so I'll start with one, and we can't actually see out about that. I'll rename it to zone, and I'll stick a box collider on there just so I can actually visualize it. And I'm going to put it to 10, 10, 10, just for now. Move it up there. Actually, we need to make that a bit bigger, don't we? Right, that can be zone 1. And then duplicate. Zone 2. Duplicate. Zone 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Circus show to stay on microphone. Right, so I could do with some gizmos or something to just represent where they are. put a mesh filter on. Why does that not render out then? God knows. Right, so that's zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3. What we need to do is we need to make them all triggers, I'm assuming. And then what I need to happen is if the player, which is me, so I need to put a tag on of player. So if a player enters it, the camera pans to that position. So let's go and create a new script and we call it camera zone movement. Baby Yoda's getting in my way. There we go. It's going to be a bit more difficult typing, but hey-ho, we move. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to set a public. We'll get transform just because it's easier. We'll call it player. And then in the start function, we'll say player equals. Is it transform to get tags? Dot find. That's game object dot type. So it's game object dot find. Yeah. So find game object with tag, and the tag will be player dot transform. So then that'll automatically assign the player, well, whatever's tagged player, I'm assuming. So if I just put zone 1, actually if I just attach some character zones, and then it should, if I play the game, zone 1, yep, so it's automatically doing the player. That's cool. So we'll just debug this. So we'll just print. No. I'll tell you what we will do. Void on trigger enter, and then print. What do we want to print? So we want to print. What do we want to? We need to check if the player's entered. So if the player's entered, print. It's hard because I can't see my player dot name plus has entered, and then we'll space that out, and then we need to plus it again, and game object dot name. So then what that should do is, it should say the player has entered that whatever game object. No, because it's a trigger in it, so it won't work like that. Or will it? Right, we'll just debug it to see what happens. Right, zone. And then we'll go to zone. Yep, entered zone 1. Do it again. Yep. And then we'll go to zone 2. So now they're entering the zones. That's cool. So it's only calling it once as well, which is good. Cool. Right. Now what we need to do is we need to get the camera. So I'm gonna guess the main camera's got a tag on it already. And it's gonna have, yeah, so it's got a main camera tag. So we don't technically need to view this, but just for debugging purposes, I'll set it to public for now. Camera, and then we'll just call it cam for now. And then cam equals game object. That's the wrong game object. That's the actual game object. I need to find game object with tag, and it's going to be main camera. Is it going to matter? Because I need to move the camera object anyway. I need to move the camera transform, so it's not going to make a difference if it's the camera or not. I don't actually need to access the camera for anything. So I reckon that'll do. And what we can check is the zones, which way the zones are facing. So if I 90 degree that one, boom, boom, then that's facing that way. I need to rotate that one 180 degrees, and then zone 1, I need to rotate that 90 minus 90, and then rescale that down, zone 1. So then what should happen is if when we get into the zone, it will move the camera to that zone, if all goes well. So on trigger enter, cam dot transform dot position equals game object dot transform dot position. Don't actually think, can you get the position of a game object? No, you can't. Dot transform dot position. Very janky way of doing it, but I just need to see if it works. And I also need to get the rotation. Save that out. So what should happen now is the camera should, if I click play, it should automatically get assigned. Main camera, yeah. So what should happen now is once the player hits a certain zone, the camera will just click to that one. So let's try it. Boom. Yes, it does. Boom. So turn around. Is there a way? So if I just move that down. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, because the camera's a little eye, kind of want it to be able to see straight away, which is there. Right. So now when I do it, boom. The reason I'm doing this is because this is the kind of thing I want within my actual game. So like I don't want set what am I going to say? Like I don't want a static camera, but I also don't want a camera to follow the player. I want I want it to be able to. So when you enter a new zone, it changes camera. So then you'll always be able to. I've fallen off. Rip. But yeah. So now what we need to do is we need to make it a little bit better. How can we do that? Kinda want it. Like that. Is there a way to make the camera viewing, the field of the view of the camera any bigger? Haha! Set that back to 1000, I don't need to do that. Ooh. Try that. Oh, that's better. like that. Ooh. Right. I like that. But I want it zoomed in a bit more. Oh, yeah, that's good. We kind of need a way to detect the zones. That's the next thing. And I also want the camera to pan as well. Like, not like shoot straight towards it. I want it to like... Oh, that might be difficult actually, because that'll be a bit blaggy, that, won't it? Should I do that? I mean, we could try it. We're just lerping out. We're just lerping from one position to another. There's an easy way to do this. No, there isn't. No, because it's set in zones. That's what you need to do. Yeah, never mind. Yes, that's the whole point of it. It's meant to be like a 2.5D game where, like, it's... I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you've ever played like a Lego game on PS4, like Lego Incredibles or Lego Batman or whatever, there's always a static camera, but it does pan a little bit. And then what happens is when you get to a certain point, the camera will pan to a different point in the actual level. This is kind of what I want to achieve for this game. So, like, it's just like a little guy collecting orbs, getting past a couple of obstacles, and then once he's collected enough orbs, he'll ascend into like an angel type thing, as opposed to it being like a demon type thing. It was meant to be a robot, and he was meant to be collecting tools, but when I modelled the person, it kind of didn't look like a robot, so I kind of messed up a little bit. But, you know, take it with a pinch of salt, and we move, which is the saying of the kids these days. And click play. It's still too far away in my opinion. So let's go to camera. I don't like how it's not centered. That's because the zones are not centered. If the zones are centered within the middle of the actual box itself, it would centerize it. So if I just go top, ISO, click on my zones. This is just a really basic version of it, like just to get it working, and then I will solidify everything and make everything look prettier. So zone 2 is that one, and I need to centralize that one to there. I feel like that's there, and that's because zone 1 needs to go back and up a bit more. Just eyeballing this for a minute. Right. What sucks is all of them are going to move out of the way, but if I can remember where they all are, it should. So if I just go into that one. There we go. Right, and I go back into that one. Ooh, still a little bit out. Oh, you can tell it is anyway. So if I move that there, jump out of that. In. So that's centralized, that's good. Is this one centered now? Yep, there we go. That's good. And then number 1, that needs to go back that way a bit. And then if I just jump into that one, centralized, right. So it's moving around. Right, we need some physical objects in the game, because currently you don't really know where you are, you just know that you're turning, which is good. Right, so if I just move them back into their original positions, because I know where they all go now. There's going to be an easy way of doing this, and I am absolutely going to find that way, but for the minute I'm just getting it all blocked out, which is the best thing to do, because I've literally jumped into this game not knowing anything. I wrote a little storyboard down, but I haven't stuck to it. So Yeah. So if I just move them, I think I need to rotate them oh no. No, that'll do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some physical objects in the game just because we need something to look at. So, why is it so... Right. Is it because I'm on ISO? Yeah, that's why. Right. And create a cube. Click F on that. And in. And duplicate the cube, put it inside of it. Make it a bit smaller, but a bit wider. And do it again. Scale it down. And then what we're going to do, duplicate it again. Scale it in some more. Why am I not rotating right on the global now? That's annoying. Anyway, right, so I'm just going to duplicate you again. This is just a basic model. I'm not trying to make it look good. I just need something for the player to use as a reference point to where he actually is. Just in case anyone rewatches this, puts in a comment and is like, oh my god, your modeling skills suck ass. I mean, they do, but... Right, cool. Make that bigger. I've even lost orientation now. Am I looking at the back of his head? Is there a way to... I need to create gizmos. Right, so that's that there. I'll just rotate it so it looks a bit weird. I like the orthographic, like, 3D effect. I didn't actually mean to do that. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it very much so. Oh, so it doesn't actually matter where in the right. Okay, I got to sleep. Good luck. Have a good day. You too, man. Sleep well. I should really be going to sleep. It's late, but hey ho. Oh, why is the fire clipping playing so far away? Let's put it to 200. Right. Oh, right. Okay. So we've got that far. What I need to do is I need to just create another empty game object, and I'll do it as a capture. I'll bring a pop up. I like it. I just don't know. I saw stream record tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bazaka, my guy. Thank you for watching. I kind of want it to be a bit smoother. I want it to be instant but smoother. Instant smooth. Right. We're going to get some stuff going now. So from camera position... So the camera position needs to be with... So it needs to like pan. So hang on a minute. Unit is lerp. Vector 3.lerp. Interpolate between point A and point B by interpolant T. Parameter t is clamped from a range of 0 to 1, most commonly used to find point fraction, also a line between two endpoints, e.g. to move a game object gradually between those points, which is exactly what we need. Start marker and end marker are both transforms, which is fine because the start position's the camera position and the end position's the actual trigger position. No, it's not. It's the game object dot position. That's easy. So what I will do is I'll make a private variable just to keep my sanity. Transform this game object pos, and then what I'll do in the start function is I will this game object dot transform dot position. I don't need to put transform because it's already a transform. This equals this. So this dot game object. You should work. Private. No, I don't need that. That's this equals this dot game object dot transform. There we go. God. Right. So now this game object, I can get the transform from this game object basically, which is easier. So I don't need to actually mess about with anything. I don't need to put game object. So all I can actually put is oh yeah, so what? Reading metadata, that's probably why it won't work. So if I just put game object, and then that'll do. So that should work the same now, because this game object position is just this game object, is the game object that it's attached to, which is easier. It's a fucking spazzy way of going about it, but it does the job. Right. So what we need to do is actually in the update function. That's not going to work. Yeah, well, watch this. So, no, what? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I could put a Boolean effect in, so if I'm entering the trigger, it's in there. I need a float actually for the journey time. So public float journey. I spelled journey wrong. I just spelled journey. My dyslexic brain's letting me down. Journey time, and that can be a lowercase j just because of variable types. And I'm going to equal that to 10 for now, just to 10f. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a transform position equals vector on trigger enter. So if I'm in it, then it should technically. So if I get rid of that, right. So what I can do is this game objects dot position equals vector3 dot lerp, and it needs to be between the start and end point. So the start point wants to be the camera, so cam dot transform dot position, and then it needs the end marker, which would be this game objects dot position, and then it needs the time between journey, so that would be the journey time. Right, that should technically work. It's not going to be facing the right place, but it should lerp over to it. Bugger. So the zones are still entering, which is good. Capsule can go in there, and then cube can go within the environment to get that out of the way. Don't need that. Zone 1, so it's zone 2. Make that bigger. And then... that's why. No, it's automatically assigning, so it should go on its own. So main camera. Why is that on a... Is that... I'm going to rename them. Wow, zone exclamation mark. Zone 0. Zone 1. Zone 2. So I'm entering the zones. Why is it not lerping? What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that into there. Make a quick private boolean panning, and that will be equal to false. So then if entering panning, it will equal to true, and then if panning, open and close your brackets, bump, bump. So if panning equals true, go there. It's as simple as that. I need to know if panning's working actually, so I'm going to change that to a public for now. No errors? No errors. Come on, Yoda. Give me a force. Panning equals true. So why is it not moving over there? Am I missing something? I'm just going to get rid of that. It's making my code messy and I don't actually need it. It's not making my life any easier, obviously. Right. So transform.position. So the game object.transform.position. So that means it's the so the start time and end. So yeah, so that's the start marker and end marker. It means them two. So that's the start. So wherever the camera is there to wherever it's going to. That should work. Oh no, don't delete. Click play. Let's go. Let's just turn that to 999. Just in case. Boom. No. Well, that don't seem to be blimey working, does it now? I was only meant to be streaming for a fucking hour. Right, let's just try something. End. It's not going to work, but I may as well try it. End location. Yeah, screw it, it can be in there. Right. So camera, and then we need camera position. So it's wherever the camera is compared to public. Transform and right, and then end position dot position. It's not going to work. Even if I just do that, and then the camera. So the start position is the camera's actual position, and then the end position is the end position. And then end locations, the end locations wherever. End location. I could automatically assign that, but I'm not gonna. Just need to get it working first. Why is the camera not moving? Can it move? It can move, it's freely moving. Let's just try and nick this code just to see if it actually works, because I don't think it's gonna. So what we'll do is we'll comment our code out, right, and then this is from the Unity wiki documents thing, so Start position. Start position is going to be cam dot position. Start and end marker can go because I don't need them. That's a comment. I don't need that on now. So is end position dot position, cam dot position, end post dot position, end position dot position. It's got some extra stuff in it, but that's just calculating the distance between the two things. Maybe I actually do need that. Maybe you can't just like tell it to alert between two things without getting the distance first, which would actually make sense. Thinking about it. Oh, look at that. We have a error. Boom. Is that good? We good? We all good? Cool. So now I'm being assigned. Wow. Boom. Camera. Player. Camera. Player. If this works, I'm going to automatically do this because I are assigning player and camera every time I create a new zone. See? Journey time. Is it because it's trying to do all of them at the same time? So if panning and then close that, I'm going to open that back up and put them in the void start just because I can't be bothered with that. Boom. And then I can get rid of that. The update, I've got everything in the update I need. The on trigger is something I can use. Put the variables up at the top. Right, so I don't need that for now. So on trigger, panning equals true. Once panning equals true, it's going to start doing its thing. Right. Yeah, bugger. Right. Best way to debug that is publicize the journey length, and then every time we enter start, it's going to get a journey length. No him. What's going to happen is every time you enter a trigger. So which one's it getting? That journey length needs to move. The journey length needs to be within the on trigger enter. So every time you enter a trigger, no. So if panning equals true, it's going to get the distance of the journey. So it should be equals 0. Which is this one. I need to add some widgets. How do I add widgets? Convex, I don't bloody know. Components, mesh, effects. Miscellaneous UI effects shadow outline image point events event trigger event systems no 2D composite reflection inclusion video player, light source, navigation, 2D, physics, no, assets, create an asset. No. Anyway, right, so we'll move for now. Oh, it's not 2D. It's not 2D, sir. It is not 2D. I've lost my train of thought now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. So zone 0, which is on my right. If I just go to zone 0, oh, that. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. I thought it was the start and end. Transformed opposition, so if we put and then cam, is that going to do the old swibbity swap and wait, what? Why is that moving to there? Oh, it did. It's I have figured it out. Right. So the start position is the cam's position, and the end position is the end position. And the end position's where, right, watch this, boys and girls. If I move into there now, dun dun dun. And the camera, the main camera should be there. So where's the main camera? It is. Right, now we just have to deal. Ha ha ha. Oh, something happened. Oh, it's because I'm not. Yeah, that's why. So on trigger exit. So void on trigger exit. What we're going to do is on trigger exit, player.name has left zone name, that equals false. So what's going to happen is once we've exited said trigger, that trigger's panning journey is false now. So what's going to happen is it's not going to, so it should pan to each different one now. So if I go to zone 0, say, and see how it's turned on panning, I exit it, panning's turned off, and then I can go to the next one. There we go. I don't want the speed to be that quick though, I don't get why. See if turning that down will do something. There we go. That's perfect. Why can I not change the speed other than... Right, there's something happening here. Speed. Start time, speed, journey. I kind of want it to take longer. Ooh, 0.001. Let's do this. Right, so it should pan over. It's a little slow. Oh, it looks good though. Ooh, I like that. We're getting somewhere. Kind of don't want it to be that fast, that slow though. So if I just put it to point 1, still don't get why I can't move them. That's a bit annoying. Still a bit too slow. 0.4 maybe. Is that getting faster every time? That's getting faster every time. Why is that happening then? See how that's nice and smooth? So exit that. What? Why is that doing that then? God, this is confusing. Is that because of the journey time? I'm going to put that back in start. Oh, could I do that on trigger? It's kind of flicking how I want it to. So this next one's going to be 35. No? I suppose that doesn't really matter. Why does that even matter? That shouldn't even matter. In the start function, where's the start function? Calculate journey by length. Why does it matter about journey length? I suppose it's going to interpolate it. Yeah. It's going to go quick, that one, though. Yeah. Gets quicker every time. Should be way closer than that, though, if you think about it. Am I doing it? Am I calculating that right? Camera's position. Start marker, end marker. Yes, I am. It takes time. So if I put that. Oh God, what have I done? I mean, it's technically doing what we want it to do. Take note of time the movement starts. They need to start when the... Why is that doing that? I know why it's doing it. I figured it out why it's doing it. It's Panning equals true, panning equals false. I don't matter about them right now. I don't care about the speeches. I can just, because I know what they're all doing. Wait. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, I didn't need that. Panning equals false and character. Yeah, because that's getting the trigger. So basically what's happening is when a player enters a said trigger, it then triggers the whole script to activate. So once you enter, say, zone 2, the panning will equal true, and then that'll set the journey length. Is that... I swear I just heard someone talk. That's a bit weird, but okay. We move. So we just go forward. They should... Why are they already... What is going on? That is so confusing. So when panning equals true... times speed. So where's speed in this situation? Oh, there we go. 1F? No. What am I doing? For some reason, I can't change the speed. Is that on me? I can't change it on any of them. Oh, I found a bug. Right, hang on. I'm going to have to reload because it's not letting me change it manually. Right, let's see what it's doing now. There we go. There we go. It's back on. So if we do that 0.001, right, that should, in theory, pan ever so slowly to that place. Does it? Yes, it does. When I'm activated in it. But you see how it's getting quicker with every time I activate it? So eventually what will happen is it'll reach fast. So I'll just let it get to where it needs to go. Right, and then get it there. See how quick it's moving now compared to the beginning. And then right, so that's there. So we'll go to zone 1. See how quick it's moving now? See, that shouldn't be moving that quick. Why is it speeding up? Right. They should start when you hit the collider you're in. So on trigger enter, they should start when you hit the trigger. Otherwise there's no point. When you exit the right. Right, let's see. Have I not changed them? I've not changed all of them, have I? Right, so that's panning to there. Then it should pan to there. And then I fixed it. It's because it was getting called anytime. Yeah, right. There we go. Right, oh my god. That was an effort. We got it though. So you see how it's moving in relation? Right, now we need to get rotation. And I think the way you do that is if you do cam.rotation. Come on, man. Rotation equals quaternion.lerp. No. .lerp. And then you need, so cam position, no, cam rotation, sorry, and end rotation, and we'll do that at the same, so fraction of journey. So that technically should now rotate at the same speed as it's going. Yeah, we'll see. Might have to do some different calculations for this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, beautiful. And if I'm intersecting... Oh! That is exactly what I wanted. Oh my god. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So then... Oh, that's brilliant. Wow. And there we go. Get on. Game mechanics, boy. Right. That's that. That's exactly what I wanted. That's what I needed to do. All I need to do now actually is start creating levels and how the actual panning will work. But now we've got the panning working, what we can do is we can set smaller states. So you see how that's, so let me scale them in, and then if I click that one and duplicate it and then call it zone 3, what I can do is I can rotate this like this. Actually I should have just rotated that on the actual. Right, and then move it to there. Then what that's going to do is that is going to get like a corner view. So that's what I mean, you can put as many as you want now. So it doesn't actually need to. And then Y, so if I put that to minus, that should turn in the opposite direction, which it does. If I just put that back to there, put that in that corner, like so. I'll just do that just for now, just so I can. And then what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to duplicate this one and call it zone 5. But zone 5 is going to be the starter one. And I've just fucked up. So if I copy all them, hopefully I can paste them all. Yeah, I can. Cool. So delete them and paste them again. So then we've got corners. So technically what should happen is when I get into the corners of them, it'll follow me around. See, we have a little bug there. Is that because they're intersecting? So I'm in that zone. Why is it not? Oh, see, we're running into bugs, all kinds of. Oh, so, God's sake. Wait, have I accidentally turned one on? Right, let me just find the orientation of where I am. Why does that one automatically go on then? Because it's automatically turned on. I've accidentally. Have I? Right, so they all need to be false. Yes, they all need to be false. So then I can go backwards. It's going to automatically click to that one. And then if I follow my way around and then go to the corner one and then to the back one. There we go. It's just because I'd clicked. Yeah, I'd accidentally clicked it. So now it'll follow me around. If obviously I go back to that one, it's going to go back to that one. And it'll. I fell off a map. But yeah, you get the idea. Now all we need to do is find. Ooh, Thomas Brush was live streaming. Oh, that was a week ago. Good. So yeah, as you can see, we've got it working. We just need to kind of fix some levels now, which I'm going to go do. I'm going to go lay in bed and brainstorm because it's currently 12:30 in the morning. But yeah, I've set out to do what I wanted to do anyway, which is good. I might have stole some code, but what's a bit of stealing between friends? And to be fair, it's exactly what I needed. So if it works and it's exactly what I needed, we got errors because it wasn't exactly what we needed, but I did need to do some more coding, or like move coding around to actually make it work. So, I mean, Unity documents can get some recognition in the end credits. But yeah, so it's just trial and error. I'm going to be streaming again. I don't know when. It's 3rd of October. What are we on? We're on Monday. We're on Sunday. I might stream tomorrow. And I'm going to try and stream a couple of days a week. Just this sort of stuff. Not anything good. I'm just going to try and make the ML API tutorials and stuff like that. Tutorials to actually help you. But, I mean, if I'm live streaming and bug fixing as I'm going, you can look at it again and be like, well, that's what I need to do for my game. So, yeah. If you've enjoyed this, guys, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I'll probably see you in the next live stream or the next video. Depends what I do next. Got some thinking to be doing with the ML API because it's a bit toasty at the moment. There's not much documentation for me to read that's actually going to help me out for what you guys need. To do with like weapon switching and stuff like that. Weapon switching on ML API is a little bit different and it's a little nuisance. It's awkward. And I have been trying to do it since I first ever started doing ML API, which I'd say is about 8 months ago. It's easy getting weapons and you can have a singular weapon, but it's I don't know why, but it's exceedingly difficult to have multiple weapons within one game between different people. It's awkward. So yeah, I'm gonna get my head down and try and get that done for you, and then we'll see what goes from there. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go to bed now. If you're not in bed, if it's early, have a good day. If it's late, have a good night, and I shall see